So my next idea is for Yelp or create a Yelp-like app. I think one of the problems with Yelp, I think, is that for me personally, I don't know, like I can't feel safe to try a new restaurant with Yelp because I think that each person's like personal taste and like just taste bud is different, but then we like certain food like from the restaurant and not like other food from that restaurant. However, for Yelp, it's reviewing the store as a whole, and so that kind of like is not granular enough for me. I feel like if we have like a follow option, and where people with similar taste bud and profile get recommendation on dishes from each other, then we're more likely to try new restaurant and we're more likely to try dishes. And so I don't know if that will infringe on privacy right or anything like that, but that's for the developer and the company who's gonna take on this idea, or any individual who's gonna take on this idea to tackle. And so for me, I feel like if I were going to develop something like that, I would have people create taste bud profiles. And some people might like it spicy, some people might not like spicy food too much. And then, like, when reviewing, like there's an option to review the restaurant, but then it's like after you go out the restaurant, you choose your one favorite dish and your least favorite dish, and you say why the favorite dish was what made your day, and the least favorite dish why didn't make your day. And so from all of that, the review should be short and sweet, and it should contain a lot of adjectives. And from that adjective, we build up, use AI to learn more about that person and update their taste bud profile, and then match taste bud profile and bring up recommendation and restaurant from that. And on the restaurant side, for a new restaurant, this would be really easy for them to get into kind of like the business, and it will promote them also, because then they when they're a young restaurant, they have time, they have resources, and to go into marketing, and they're trying to build that customer base. And so if they need it, they can request information like what is the kind of like for their target audience, what is the taste bud profile kind of like, and they can focus on those items in their menu, or even develop a whole menu around the locals of that area. And they can buy that information if the people opt in to give them that, or they can even like, if they don't want any information, they can build their menu and put it on the dishes onto Yelp, and really like or like this Yelp like application. I keep on saying Yelp, but you know what I mean. And so they can then, you know, type in adjectives like this dish is great for someone who likes spicy food, who likes like soup dumpling or wonton dumpling or similar dishes to that. And it's kind of salty, it's kind of sweet, stuff like that, like really describe, so that this item can be recommended to people of that kind of like those stuff. And or then on the app they can have like kind of like a random roulette thing where it's like, oh, just recommend me something. Some people like that, some people like spontaneity. Oh, I said that wrong, but I'm not gonna get it right because I'm not gonna try. But anyway, so they those kind of stuff. And it introduces a fun element to life where you can, like, instead of just going to the same restaurant, you can try new restaurant, and you don't have to worry about what dish you might like and what dish you might not like, because a 5-star restaurant to someone else doesn't mean a 5-star restaurant to you. You don't know what I mean? And so I feel like this would be great. Or if not Yelp, I think GrubHub, Postmate, those kind of like more like item item specific, like can actually do this to and boost up their advertisement, and like make them a advertisement like hub, and instead of just a delivery hub, like, because people are uploading their menu on those sites anyways. And so having to do that, if they can just add in this, oh, if you spice up your menu a little bit, and like do a profile for your customers, then restaurants are more likely to jump on the bandwagon. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know the details of that, but what I mean. I think you kind of get what I'm getting at and the gist of it. But if you don't, then obviously this idea is not for you. But if you do, thumbs up. And I hope to see it implemented. And don't forget me.